it like that.
To an outside perspective, it might sound like we just bought a load of junk.
He brings the light. Sometimes it's just a nice little refresh.
It feels so overwhelming.
So annoying. Audrey woke up at 5:45, happy and ready to go for the day. He said, take me outside. But it's good, he's learning, he's potty training, and we haven't had an accident in over 24 hours, so that's really good. We are going back into renovation mode today, just figuring out what we're doing to the guest room downstairs, or for now. I think we've mentioned before, oh hello, that we are planning on fully renovating downstairs. However, it has come to a little bit of a halt due to not being able to find the right people to do it. We're kind of sick of waiting and we just want to make it look good for the time being before we like knock down walls and stuff down there, which is eventually the plan. But it just doesn't match the rest of the house right now. I have one of my best friends coming from America in 2 weeks, roughly. So we're gonna try to get it done before she comes. And yeah, we'll see how it goes with the little 7-month-old puppy.
Basically just a little freshen up. Good morning also, by the way.
So yesterday we bought some stuff at IKEA. I'm gonna put a little bit more greenery and touches on the outside room today. I changed our bedding this morning. We finally got new bedding after like 2 years of having the same bedding.
It was time.
Sometimes it's just a nice little refresh to do things like that. Hi, Bubby. Hi, baby. He's still figuring out the camera.
The hard part of any project is just like emptying the room first, to be honest. Like the nice part about moving into this house when we started renovating upstairs was that we just didn't move any furniture in or any stuff into the rooms that we were renovating, so we could just shuffle things around. Right now it's a functioning bedroom and I just have to start with like moving stuff out, so yeah. So as you walk into this room now, it basically is a box, just a gray box. We kind of like these black wooden beams, so we're gonna keep them black, but basically just painting the walls, painting the floors. Probably should spackle those holes in, but it's also hard because, you know, we want to put a door there and a door there. So like, how much effort do I put into that? And a little wardrobe we're gonna paint. Out here, we have the office at the end of the corridor, and we're thinking, or Morgan was thinking, that we might do some sticky tile over there, whatever you call it, which could be really cool. So yeah, we might invest in some of those, and yeah. So basically there's just bits and pieces of the wallpaper that's loosened up, so I'm just gonna chop those off.
Later that day.
Sometimes I mess up. I put the paintbrush and the dish in a plastic bag thinking I'm gonna clean that up later today. And then 3 weeks pass and I didn't clean it up.
Idiot.
So we'll just have to see how this roller is. If it's alive, if it's not alive, you know. I might just try to start to use it again, and if it's dead, I'll just have to unpack another one. But such a waste of good material, so don't do that, kids. Clean your paintbrushes and rollers. Here it is. So sad. Let's see if it's alive. You know, the number one thing you're supposed to do is like dip the paintbrush and the roller in paint so it stay alive. Let's see, how are you doing, mate? No roller in here. 2 paintbrushes. Very much alive, but I'm confused. I thought there was a roller in here. Guess there's not. On the note of Will being a little bit of an idiot or doing mistakes, is that I painted my parents' guest room when Morgan was in Miami in February. If you haven't watched that video, head back there. But I forgot my painting rod, so just took a broom and attached this to. Hopefully it feels like it's gonna work out. At least I don't have to bend over and forward and backwards and all of that, because that would have been a pain. Okay, slowly but surely we're getting there. After the first wall, I just took the camera off because obviously you don't need to see me priming. What a difference in the space. Obviously priming, sometimes it looks patchy, but you know what? It's fine. There's gonna be 2 or 3 more coats on there. This is mostly just for the suction of the wallpaper. Yes, I'm painting a wallpaper. You're supposed to strip it all off. This is a bit of a budget one and just like a quick fix with like throw paint on the wall.
In fact, I'm going to whisper so that
Time for wall number 3. Finished, and look who just came and visited.
You finished?
Well, I finished the priming of that wall. I have one small, I love it. I've been painting for 1 hour and she goes in and says, finished?
I didn't mean it like that.
You look tan.
Matcha will not go poop. Okay. He doesn't like the fumes.
He doesn't like the fumes. First coat done in the room. Obviously everything's gonna look so much better after we get that other coat on, but I think it's time for lunch now. We have now had lunch, we have given Matcha a bath, and I'm about to give the second coat to the walls. They've dried up and it looks really nice. I feel like sometimes in life in general, but certainly with painting, it feels so overwhelming before you actually start, and then you start doing it and you realize that you can get so much done and such a better feeling in a room after just giving it a coat of paint. It's also exciting because I'm trying to just reuse small different portions, buckets of paint that we have lying around the house. So I'm trying to make this like a zero money kind of project, even though we already spent the money on the paint, so technically I've already painted. Regardless, you know, sometimes you just want to make a project and you don't want to go to the store or the hardware store and invest a shit ton of money and stuff. I also know some of these are considered weeds, but isn't flowers and nature just wonderful? I just love it.
It looks good in here. How's it going?
Slowly but surely. I think I'll have to do some spackling at the bottom here. I didn't think that I was going to, and like I said, this is just like a quick project of throwing some paint on, but I think it will look very bright and nice in here by the evening. And yeah, add some spackling, and then tomorrow attack the beams and the floor.
Matcha's a bit over me right now because I gave him a bath and then I started vacuuming in his space in his kitchen and then he peed on the floor.
It's okay.
It's okay. So I'm gonna go take him out and maybe put up that greenery that we bought yesterday.
Cute.
I need to call Megan. We're planning our Euro trip, so we're gonna figure out all the little things that we're doing in every city that we're going. I also need to edit. I need a few more hours than there is in the day today. He's whining at me. Matcha. Hey, fresh and clean little pup. I told you I was coming back. You wanna go outside? Let's go outside. Come on. Come on.
Well, good morning. It is the next day.
We've just had our morning walk after eating breakfast. It's 10 o'clock. Painting continues today, for Will at least, and puppy duty for me. We're gonna go into town later to pick up some things off Facebook Marketplace and stock up. We just need a few more paint supplies that we thought we had, but we don't. So we're gonna head in later this afternoon around 4. Until then, it's get as much done around the house as we can.
Right, Matcha?
He's done good today. No accidents inside. He just wants to eat every bug that exists.
Day 2 of the craziness. I'm here in our office because I felt like I just wanted some of the vibe, even though it's crazy busy in here. Basically, last night I realized I needed to put some spackle by the bottom of one of the walls because it was just like too many holes and there was just a little bit of fixing that needed to happen. Luckily, I had a little bit of spackle left in a little bucket. It managed to fill up everything I needed to fill up. So this morning I just took a light sandpaper, sanded it off a little bit. I also took away the handles to the door. So I'm gonna start by just painting one side of the door, let that dry while I paint a third coat on our walls. And then I'm gonna flip it and paint the other side.
We have made it to North Shopping. We already went to a couple thrift stores and we found some things. We found a side table that I don't know if it's gonna be ugly or good looking. We found a lamp, that same thing, don't know if it's ugly or cute. And a mirror that's kind of falling apart, but I think we can Gorilla Glue it.
To an outside perspective, it might sound like we just bought a load of junk, but you know what?
It's a crap.
We are experienced in the thrift store game, and we know that some of these things may just be a little bit of a gem if you just touch them up a little bit.
And if you take it out of the store. That's the main thing. You take them home and you put them in a beautiful environment and all of a sudden they should be hundreds of dollars. Matcha's here with us. He's had to wait in the car a couple times because some of these thrift stores are mean and don't like dogs.
Discrimination. But we're now at Bauhaus because one of the lights that Morgan bought, she needs spackle for. So we're gonna go in and buy a big bucket of spackle, and Bauhaus allows dogs, so I'm not sure you get to go inside.
You get to go in Bauhaus for the first time.
Very exciting. Isn't it funny how the light becomes really good when he comes into frame?
He brings the light.
He sure does.
He brings the light. He's been so cute sleeping on my chest on the drive here and just so cuddled up to me.
And then we're just gonna stop at a couple other stores to pick up some wood oil for our porch. We're gonna pick up some washer liquid for the car because I need some. And then we're picking up 2 nightstands for our new Guestroom remake. So that's exciting. Exact same one from 2 different people. And those are also gonna get a bit of a makeover, so.
This is what Will loves to do. I was like online about to just buy 2 new nightstands because I'm sick of looking for secondhand. Finds 2 of the same from 2 different people. This is the level, but it's okay. No need to spend $1 million when you can spend 15.
What's happening here?
He's a monkey. He just likes to climb around. Where are you going? We have acquired one of the nightstands. It's just the basic IKEA one, but I'm gonna try to refinish it and make it look not the basic IKEA one. I also just dropped the lens cap down the hole of death.
Had it. Here you go.
Oh, you got it. Good job. We're starting to get to that point of hunger where we are tempted by Max, but we're not gonna do it because we literally just did that like 2 nights ago.
We yielded. We also have delicious doll at home, so we don't need that.
We have food at home, but it doesn't mean I don't want it.
Well, guess who messed it up?
Well, it wasn't me. I have nothing to say. You wanna tell them what's going on?
So apparently it comes in 2 sizes. 2 sizes. Great. For me.
So one is bigger, one is smaller. They're not the same. They're they're 2 completely different sizes.
I'm frustrated now.
Oh, that's so annoying. This is why sometimes it's just nicer to buy things new.
It sure is. I'm frustrated. It is what it is. Food. Matcha is falling asleep sitting up.
Come on, Max.
We're not having that. We're having doll. The hunt continues.
The annoying part is, it's not like we live in Norrköping, or it's not like we live in this big town where there's an abundance of things that people sell. The place where we live, no one sells anything. So anytime we buy something on Facebook Marketplace, we have to do the drive, 45 minutes to get to Norrköping.
That's so frustrating.
The whole thing. I was able to sneak away for a minute, away from puppy duty. I can hear him yelping up there. Comment below if you have any idea on how to help the whining when we leave a room. Like, I think he has separation anxiety, and so anytime we leave the room, he just goes crazy. Like, even if I'm just in the bathroom for 2 seconds. But I'm gonna try to be down here for a little bit. I have a couple projects I want to get done. Bought nightstands for the new bedroom. We have a dresser, and I'm gonna try to refinish them to make them look not so IKEA. So we'll see how that goes. We have an old dresser that we got for free that is the same material as the nightstand, so I'm gonna test it out by doing it on that first. We also have a lamp that I'm gonna paint while Will is with Matcha right now and he's prepping some lunch. Happy to be projecting though. I felt very left out the last few days while Will has been painting the bedroom without me. This is what it looks like now. It's just like the basic Malm IKEA dresser, and we'll see what I can do with it. At work today. He left this morning early at like 6:30. Matcha got out of bed immediately, of course. The whole family is not together. He's upset. So we've had a nice morning here. I've just been booking some places to stay for our Euro trip that we're doing. Super excited. We're taking Matcha with us. Excuse me, where are you going? It's gonna be an adventure, to say the least. I'm about to put a coat of dirt and water on this lamp. It's looking really good so far. I could honestly probably leave it like this, but I do really like the textured look like I did on this pot right here. Makes it interesting. And then I'm also gonna paint the dresser that I started downstairs with the spackle. Don't know how that's gonna turn out yet. We'll see. Again, it was just kind of a throwaway dresser, so if it works, great. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal.